All right, so this house was listed for $299. The reason take a look at it because if you number one, when you look for investment property, you don't want to look for this nice professional picture with the house already cleaned up like my flip. There's no value there, right? You know that number one, the seller is not gonna be in distressed position. And number two, they have a professional agent actually listing it. So it's gonna be difficult to negotiate, right? So these are the pictures you want to look at, right? These are iPhone picture. The house, they have full stuff inside, there's no staging, so you know that this is like a difficult situation. Yeah, so I always scout the MLS and I look for stuff like this. When I see stuff like this, see, I was like, oh man, this is house hacking, this is perfect, right? Like all the ideas start firing up in my head about what I could do with this house. There's multiple exit strategy that we can do here. So this is one example. Let me just show you another example, right? A house like this. I'm gonna look at another house here from one of my client. Do this one. Let me see which one. Somehow it just make me laugh so hard. The way they took picture, it's just so funny. I have that picture. Do I have that picture? Yeah, there you go. Dude, look at this picture. His finger is in here. Like, how could you make it a cover picture? This is still a listing, right? So you have to treat it like a little serious. So whenever I see too bad, this house have too much repair, I'm not gonna touch it. But whenever I see like a finger in the picture, I was like, dude, this is the deal. Like we should go after it. Because the agent, they don't take it seriously, right? And then the house in a distressed situation, usually, as you can see here, yeah, there's so many examples that we can use here, right? You look at this, like nobody is gonna go after this, right? Everybody that gonna go look at this house is gonna be an investor. Yeah, so look for ugly picture. So that's point number one. If you want to look for investment property, number one, stop looking at nice picture and go looking for this ugly, unprofessional picture. That's where all the use is gonna come from. So I picked this house because number one, like my buy box, let's say when it come to flip, it need to be close to my house. So I'm gonna go here, take a look at this, and it's like, okay, maybe there's some value there. I don't know. What is the ARV, right? So let's go check the ARV. So I'm gonna go to member only area. Oops. So I'm already in here. I need to minimize this thing because it's getting in my way. No, seems like I can't. It's okay. We'll live to it. So usually I do single classics family. I'm used to this. There's many way to run comp, right? This is just the way I use it. And let me show it to you in this video. So I usually look at the address, right? So I just copy the address. I note all the information, 4 bedroom, 2 bedroom and a half, single family, 2,500 square feet. And then I would go in here. I do this, paste it, make sure it's correct. Yeah, Sandtown. Yep, so map is selected. I usually do 0.25 mile first to see what is out there. Active, option, pending. So these are all the ones that I want to look at, right? If there's nothing more, and then you can go out, maybe go to a year, maybe look at the withdraw or the expire, but this is all the default so far, right? And then if I don't have anything, I'm gonna expand. But keep in mind that when it comes to appraisal, the actual appraisal, the appraiser only look at anything within 6 months. So this is gonna be the default. Square feet, I usually go plus or minus 400. So this house is 2,500 square feet. I go plus or minus 400. So this is the range that I'm gonna look at. And there's only 4. It might be not enough. So I have to expand my search a little more, right? Because you want at least 5. As when it comes to SOCOM, you need like at least 5. The ideal is gonna be 10, but I need at least 5 SOCOM. So this is not enough for me to do comparison. So I'm gonna go to half a mile. I have more house. I want to look at the same subdivision first because sometimes subdivision could be different. But in this case, they turn out to be only 6, which is not quite enough, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and delete the subdivision. Running comp is very scientific. It's very mathematic, but sometimes it's like an art as well, right? So you have to create a good subset of your database of your data, and then you have to go to each of them, and then you have to figure out, hey, what is in here? Is it comparable with my property over here that I'm trying to buy? So I know that it's listing for 299, and then we're gonna try to determine, let's say, if we can flip it for 400, right? That's the target. So I'm gonna go to here. So this is my target property. I'm gonna select it. 299. And then we're gonna go look at some nice comp, right? So this one is very nice. Okay. It's not a distressed home. Perfect. Right. This is what I don't want to see, right? You see this house is listed for 370. and then they couldn't sell for 60 days, and then they have to drop it a whooping $30,000-$40,000. This is not good when it comes to a flipper, right? This is really bad. So this is one of the things I'm gonna take a look at. That means that they can't move this house. So what, and this look pretty nice. If they can't move it, maybe I can move that one as well. So we keep an eye on it. Active. And then I also note the day on the market, right? This is long. So this is not good for a flipper. So I note the day on market, anything long like this. And the house doesn't have any, it looks clean. It's not in a distress situation. So this is like a good house ready to go. The picture is crappy, but yeah, I would take a look at it, right? Now still active 10. This is the 3-car garage. So this is a little bit not very comparable to my house. You see, my house is a little bit not as good at this, although they take ugly pictures always. Oh my God. Yeah, so this one I'm not gonna selecting it because it has the 3-car garage. So not very comparable to what we are looking at, right? Wanna skip it? Option pending. Okay. Yeah, this is really important. I need to see what is moving in the neighborhood. So this one is nice, good. They have good upgrade, very comparable to our house, right? In the same neighborhood, 2,600. This is a square feet, option pending. We don't know what house we don't know the close price until it's actually closed. Yeah. So this is, if I have to guess, maybe 380, right? 375 is the price they go on the contract at, but we don't know until it's closed. So we're gonna keep an eye on it. This one is sold, right? But it's sold for 300, so we can't use it for comp. It's actually a really bad comp. I was like, oh my God, like this house, I think I can flip it for what? For 400. And this one is sold for 300. So this is an indication that this might not be a deal. So we're gonna keep an eye on it. This one, 340. Yep. Okay, so this is a comp. This is the good comp. 144, right? 100 square feet. Yep, this is a perfect comp, right? So we know the comp probably about 350 right now. Same thing with this one. Yep, 350. If you flip it, you can probably sell it for a little more, but seem like I know, well, what is the house is go for in this neighborhood now, right? Again, 350. So seem like nothing is moving at 400. Winter Run, same thing, 350. Select it. Oh, this one looks very comparable to my house. Yeah, super comparable. Okay, and it's sold for 364. Okay, this is going to be a really good comp. Do they actually have the same floor plan? So sometimes if I can get the house with the same floor plan, it's usually solve all the problem, right? So okay, that is the exact comp, the exact house. You can't really tell from the picture in here, but my guess is that looking at the square feet and the stair, 2,500 square feet. Yeah, this is super comparable, right? So this is going to be a really good comp. 357. Yeah. Yeah, this is a really good comp. Okay. Ooh, 380. Okay, there's hope. 380, 1995, Winchester Village. Yeah. Okay, this house sold for 380. Okay, so there's hope there, right? So if you fix it up really nice, you can sell it for 280, right? But usually I take the number on the lower end when it comes to flip just to make sure. So this one is good too. It's sold for 425. Okay. But damn, this house is too nice. I don't think I'm gonna fix it up that nice. Yeah. But it's good to put into the comparison. Yeah, this is too nice. I am not gonna upgrade like this. It's gonna cost me a ton of money. No way. So good for you. Check it out. All right. Okay, so we're gonna do a quick CMA and see what is the value, right? So I'm gonna tell you what I'm usually looking at. So this is the active comp. And of course, our subject property is right here. Right now, it's listed for $120 per square feet. We know what is the pending look like. We have one option pending, and what I really look at is a sold, right? So we have 6 sold, which is good enough from 5 to 10. The list price, sold price, I usually look at remember, there's a list price and there's a sold price, right? So I look at the list price and then I look at the sold price. And then I'm gonna see if the neighborhood is trending down, right? So if you list it for this much and then you sell it for less, I know that more than likely when I get my house up on the market, I'm gonna be experiencing the same thing, right? Because right now the market is slow, it's in the January, February. So they're not gonna give me multiple offer. If I list it for this much, they're gonna beat me down to this. So this is the number that I go with, the sold price, not the list price. But yeah, seem like that this is a fairly easy comp to comp because all the comp that I found is uniform, right? So when you look at the median, I usually don't look at the average, right? The average, the difference between the average is they just do the average, right? They sum every number and then divide it equally. The median, if you look at the definition between the average and the median is where most of the house is sold at, right? So I usually look at the median. The median is usually a more accurate number when it comes to determine the comp. And I usually go by the price per square feet here. So it's 141, right? So I just take my calculator out. Go for 141.39 multiplied by how big is this house? This house is active 12515. So this is the ARV of the house. It's 360, 355. And then I will look at the house one more time. Oh, okay. There you go. I will look at the house one more time. Usually I haven't seen the home yet. I need to go there and see exactly how much it's gonna take for us to repair the house. The roof looks kind of okay. It's not that bad. So I just gonna use a rule of thumb here for the video. Right, so let's do a quick calculation. Over here, so let's say the ARV is gonna be 355, right? And then the repair, or is it too small? Let me do, okay. So the repair, the rule of thumb is if you're gonna fix the house cosmetically, replace the roof, replace the flooring, paint the entire house, paint everything, paint the cabinet, put granite on all the countertop, do all the cosmetic, update the plumbing, update the electrical. When I look at all my project, for cosmetic rehab, it's usually cost me $16 right now. Unfortunately, it used to be 13, but now because of the inflation, the labor price went up. It cost me $16 per square feet to rehab a house cosmetically. So I'm gonna do this times by 2515 is how big the house is. It's gonna cost me, this is a big house, it's gonna cost me 40 grand to repair the house, right? Hopefully I can keep something. The roof looks good. The house is still fairly new. So my bet is that the foundation is okay. And then I also betting on the fact before I go see that usually the house with people, they live in it, the AC is usually working. On abandoned house, I know for sure that the AC is not working. But when I see like the bed, the picture, like the kitchen, I see people living in there. So my assumption is that the AC is still working, right? Because otherwise it's tough to live in Houston without the AC, right? So I go ARV, and this is the repair. And then the profit is how much you want to pay yourself, right? So this one is close to my house. It's gonna take us quite easy to repair, right? So I'm okay with taking 25 grand profit on this one, right? Usually we go for 30, 35, but right here, let's say for 25 grand of profit in 3 months, I'm okay with it. And then all the soft costs when consider when selling the house, I need to, oh, actually we can do this later. The repair, the profit. Yeah, actually we have to do the holding cost now. So the way I quickly calculate holding cost, I just use the ARV. I multiply them by 6%, right? And I'm gonna explain the 6%. Yep. So the 6% is gonna be the other agent commission. And then my commission, I usually charge myself 1%, 2%. It's totally up to you on how you want to pay yourself as a listing agent, right? But since I already get paid over on the profit, I pay myself 1%, right? And this can change later. And then the insurance, the utility. Let's see what else is the holding cost. The title policy. Yeah, all of this usually is average about 6 or 7%. So if you want to be safe, just do 7 for all of your holding costs and your selling costs. So let's say holding costs and selling costs, right? Yep. The other agent commission is 3%. My commission, insurance, Yeah, 7% is too much. Usually 6 is plenty. So 21300. So how much I have to offer this house, right? I just gonna do the sum. This minus this. All right, so I'm gonna offer this house later on if I go see it, if everything makes sense. This is how much I'm gonna offer them. 260, yeah, 268, 456. So let's say I'm gonna round it up to 265. I usually do 1, 2, 3 or 7, 8, 9 on my offer just to make it looks fun for the seller. Stand out. So this is gonna be the price. Yeah. Yeah, which is not too far given that, yeah, I have a really good chance of getting this house because they listed for 300. It's not like I offer 200, but if you're gonna offer like all cash, let's say I'm gonna do all cash, 10K earnest money, no option period, and then do a nice bomb video. Hey, Mrs. Listing Agent, I know that you list the house for $299, but I have a cash buyer or one of my clients is a cash buyer. His is super easy to work with. We're not gonna give you any issue during escrow. I already see the house. I'm gonna put in 10K earnest money, no option period, and we're gonna close as soon as the title is ready. And if your seller wants to stay in the house for 2 weeks to move out, we're happy to provide 2 weeks of free seller lease back, right? So do a bomb video, build relationship with the listing agent, and then boom, send it off. And then finger crossed, hopefully with no surprise, you make 25 grand in about 2 or 3 months. So let me just stop the video right here, and then we're gonna see if you have any question. So let me pause recording. I'm gonna share my screen again. Bingham Wood. Oh, I look at this one. Yeah, this one, it could be a deal too. So let's take a look at it again, right? So we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take this one, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,500 square feet, 15 on the market. Great. I'm surprised it doesn't go under contract. Oh, LIR for foundation quote. Okay, yeah, foundation. No worry. Did I go see this one?
I think you did. I think it's on your list.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I actually go see it.
Oh, I
I'm
got you.
trying to remember. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, for this one, a contractor sent it to me.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, same. Yeah, for foundation, you need to add on top of the $16 per square feet, the roof. Yeah, the thing on spring is that because of the roof, they take really high, not high resolution picture, so I can see. So check the roof, make sure the roof is okay. The roof could be another big expense on this one because whenever I see a picture, I see a tree hang over like this. Usually they have roof issue, right? They rough on it. All kind of stuff could happen when you have overgrown tree that go all over the roof. But let's take a look at the house. Right, so we're gonna do another one, classic, right? Do this, bring on wood, do this again. Maybe, yeah, do 25 first. How many do we have already? 17, okay. We have 17 match. And oops, I forgot myself already. Let me close this tab. Okay, I'm gonna have this open. 1,500 square feet, 3.2, okay. So let's say I'm gonna do 1,100 and 1,900. Okay, I'm gonna do 1 story, no pool. Right, so it's gonna go down to 2. I think that's fairly enough, right? Oh, okay. We have some, this is Brigham. So I'm gonna limit it just to Brigham, just to see how many we have. We have 7. How many sold comp? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that might be enough for this video example. If you have time, just look at more comp. The more comp you look at, the more accurate it is, for your comp, right? So this is our subject property. Oh, this is a flip. Okay, and they try to move it for 26 day, 275. They can't move it yet, right? But you know that you're gonna be listed lower than this because this one is a pretty good drawn flip. So this is gonna be there your guinea pig. So keep an eye on this one. This one is sold. This one is actually an investment property. Yeah, 165 cash sale. Oh, they give it for 157. What a deal. Jeez. How come I'm not buying this one? Shit. Okay, so that's a good one, right? 180. Yeah, this one is semi-updated. But I think we can get it for more if you're gonna really flip the home. But let's just put it in here, right? Let's see what's up. Oh, this one is a good comp. It's outdated, but it's still clean, right? They take professional picture. And if they can sell it for 193, yeah, 195, and then yeah. Oh, actually, how much is it? Yeah, 180. Wow. Yeah, this is probably why I don't go look at this house, because I don't see any comp that makes sense. Yep. Yeah, so this one, we might have to expand our population a little bit. So 23, 120, 119. Okay, this is a good comp. Yeah, so Sophia, I think I know why I don't go look at this one, because when I see all the comp, it's like 135, and then the most you can get it out for, I believe. Let me go back, and then we're gonna do comp. Oops. Oh shit. Y'all remember what I click on?
No.
Let me see. Hang on. Yeah, 190. Yeah, I think I click on all of this. Yeah. Yeah, and this one is active. Yeah, this guy is crazy, right? It's just way off. He's not gonna be able to move it at 265. Yeah, the average is gonna be around 130 to 147. So this guy is rimming. So go ahead and do. Yeah, you should come back and do more comp, but just for this video, I just gonna do a small setup population, and that the average is 136 or 139. So when you get 139, 139, 138, not 40, multiply them by 1558. Right, so this is the actual comp. So I'm gonna go back to my spreadsheet. Oh, I'm gonna go back to my Excel.
Yeah, but from looking at the comps to begin with, it's already very close to the listing price.
I know, right? So let's say I'm gonna fix it up really nice. And again, right, I don't know if you saw my video on the low offer. Don't be afraid to make offer that is significantly lower than asking price. So
Yeah.
let's quickly go over this one real quick. The repair. How big is this
Something
now?
to keep in mind, guys.
Yeah.
Especially on the flips. Don't ever try to make it work if the numbers don't work.
Exactly.
Don't
Exactly.
ever, don't do that. You're
Yep.
gonna get stuck with the bill at the end, and it's gonna be a lot of waste of time.
No.
And yeah, you gotta have some room for error too. In case.
Oh yeah, see, we haven't put in the room for error for this one.
Yeah, and this is just initial numbers, and something's gonna come up.
Yeah,
Right.
so good point. So for newbie, put in room for error.
Yeah.
Room for error. Sometimes I get cocky, I didn't put this on, and then it bite me in the ass later.
You would take 10% just to throw something out there, and it's okay as a low ball offer. You have to think about the risk that you're taking on too, though. It's a big
Absolutely.
risk.
So let's quickly fly to this. So the repair, the house is how many square feet? Can somebody tell me how many square feet is the house?
I don't know.
1558.
1358.
No, 1558.
1558. Okay. Yeah, so for cosmetically, it's gonna cost about 24 grand, and then for foundation, I don't know, but it's $200 per pier. I just gonna assume I take the average of all of our project. It's gonna run about 5,500, right? Average. So it's gonna take you 30 grand to fix up this one. So it's gonna take you 30 grand.
Plus the roof, no?
Yeah, the roof too, but the roof maybe you can fix it, maybe not. But let's say for the roof, let's say 34. So 34, you want to take 25 grand profit. Let me see yours. Oh yeah, that's right. So your 222, this is your holding cost. Yep. And this is gonna be your offer price, right? If I gonna go and offer on this house, if I gonna go ahead and offer on this house, it's gonna be 147,800. And it's actually very beneficial if you explain to the listing agent, don't just hold them a number, right? It's gonna piss them off. You're gonna again make a nice bomb video, and you're gonna be like, hey, I understand that we are very far apart from the listing price, but my client, my investor, he has been working with me for more than 5 years. We go see the house already. It's gonna need this repair. It's gonna need foundation. It's gonna need this and that. So you list out, all the repair the house need. And then in order for any investor, any reasonable investor for them to make sense buying this house, we have to buy them at this price. So I hope you can help me present this to the seller. And I believe we can work out all the detail to hammer this deal out together. And again, all cash, 10K on his money, no option period, blah, 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 in order for you to get this price. So yeah, if you can get it for 147, it's not a bad deal. Yep. So Sophia, I
Thank
hope that helped.
you. Yes, because I had taken a look at the comps just like you did. I didn't go as far as like doing these calculations, but they were already really close to the listing price for the subject properties. I was like, it's a
Okay.
little bit tricky, but yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, cool. Does that help, Remington?
Yes, sir, it does.
Okay, perfect.
Like you
All right.
said, just getting in there and doing it.
Yep. Yeah, so these are actually two really good examples. And let me just share you one more example, since this
Yeah.
is really bothering me. Let me see. Because I'm the one who's supposed to go see that house, and then I got lazy, and then I don't go see it. And when I look at the price that they close at, it just pissed me off. Because man, yeah, I think y'all saw the video already, but let me just pull it up again. I don't remember the address. And by the way, if you're not in Team Legacy Facebook group, make sure you tune in. We have a lot of good stuff here. Tomorrow, I'm gonna bring the listing boss on, and he gonna blow your mind. Okay, so make sure you sign up for this. So this is the one that you can't skip. But let's scroll down, go back to my video. I make a video on this just because I was so angry. Tina Tran, 1 minute video. There you go, this one. Let me pull out the address. Okay. 2903 Bucket, right? Let's go take a look at it. 2903 Bucket Street. Okay. They listed for 190. Anybody want to make a guess? If you haven't seen my video, how much they bought it for? Okay,
Is
so
it less than 50K?
yeah, you are very close, Sophia. So I was thinking to make an offer at 80. And I was thinking to my head, oh, there's no way they're gonna accept 80. This is in a really nice area of Houston, very close to the school. They freaking buy it for 60K. I was like, what the
Oh, wow.
fuck?
Wow.
Damn.
It's
that's
crazy. Yeah, I thought 120 was decent already. The house, it looks kind of rough, but at least if you notice, they do all the sheetrock work already, right? You need to finish the floor. So it look messy, but it's actually not. They finish up the sheetrock work for you already. Yeah. So all you need to do is come in and just continue the work and finish it off. And this is a really nice house to hold because it's in the 77004. And
That's the
this
medical
is
center
one of
right there.
very, yeah. Anything around university area, if you bought it for under 100 grand, it's very hard for you to lose money, right? The area is going to continue to appreciate. I was thinking to put in 80 and then I got lazy. I didn't go see it. And then when I see this, I just blow my mind. This is one of the deal that you can brag about for years. Yeah, lesson learned. Don't be afraid to put in lower than asking price offer. This is 50-cent discount compared to the list price, which is not.
Wait, if you ever feel lazy and don't want to see a property, send it to me. I'll have
Okay.
it go.
That's awesome. Thank you. But yeah, with that say, let's move on to the second part of the training for today. This is where how to set up the buy box, right? In fact, today I haven't had time to review it, right? So for example, I have a buy box that say hackable tiny house in the Houston area. I keep an eye on the home in Magnolia with no HOA and big lot, right? I keep an eye on 77021 because I know this is very close to the medical center. And sometimes you can find really good deal in the zip code, right? So based on the experience, I keep an eye on this one. And then this is for one of my client, but it's really for me as well. So as you can see, the reason that I pick up the other one, the first house that we do the example, any new listing under $100 per square foot in my area, right? Because I don't want to travel that far. anything around me within 30 minutes that is under 120, I take a look at it. So I take a look at it every day. So this one might be a good deal, right? So we might take a look at it and see what's up. So it's for my client, it's also for me as well. But I always ask, you have a fiduciary responsibility to your client. So if your client want it, give it to them first. If they don't want it, great, you can take a look at it. So I keep an eye on Airbnb able home in the Houston and surrounding area. So basically anything that doesn't have an HOA on it around Houston, I want to take a look at it. So yeah, this one, maybe, right? But I know about it. This is another good one, right? New listing, anything new under 120, 115 per square feet and the year bill. I don't look at anything too old personally when it comes to investment home and flip, because if you buy like a really old house, it just have a lot of issues. Sometimes I miss deal, so I have to create like another search for old house, just below the year bill. But for this particular investor, he doesn't buy anything old, right? This is his buy box. And Baytown, well, 165, not bad, right? Price reduced. We might take a look at this. 165 is not bad. This is spam. We're gonna delete it. Yeah, but there's a lot of example on this. If you're gonna go to HAR, and then you're gonna go to send email. Actually, let me do an example, right? So let's do single classic family, and I want to look at house. So Remington, what area are you looking at? Tell me your buy box.
That's like you said, closer to me.
Okay, so what zip code are you from?
77586.
And where is it?
Seabrook, I believe.
Seabrook. Oh, okay, help me. Where's Seabrook? Shit.
Southeast.
Where is it at?
Southeast.
Yeah, you can't see me point, but it's by the water to the
So you
right.
need to go right
Park
and
area, right?
down. So go right. No.
Deer Park,
Actually, you know
Way
what?
south.
Can
Yeah,
I
it's-
change
it's-
it to Woodland Spring?
Woodland Spring. Okay.
Yeah, because that's Conroe, Woodland Spring.
Okay. I like
That's
Seabrook.
where our like contractors are.
Man, this is too bad. I'm a real estate agent and I don't know where Seabrook is. Shit. How do you spell it?
What you talking about, Woodlands?
No, Sherbrooke.
Oh yeah, no, I was switching it to Woodlands.
Okay. I want to see where it is.
Oh, you still want to find Seabrook? Yeah.
Yeah, where is it?
SEABROOK together.
SEABROOK.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, by King Boardwalk.
Ah.
It's all the way down there.
Yeah,
I see. Okay.
it's by the boardwalk. That'd be the main.
Oh, that would be a great area for Airbnb.
Yeah, it would
Yeah.
be. They're doing a lot down here.
Okay. Actually, so let's do two examples, right? Because since I don't know where Seabrook is, I'm gonna do it, so I know about it, right?
Yeah, they're
So-
doing
so help
major
me out.
development
We're gonna-
down here.
So usually you can type Seabrook as a city, but for me, like I'm gonna do like a circle just so that I keep an eye on everything around the area. So let me just draw this, just random rectangle, right? And let's say for this example, I'm gonna keep an eye on an Airbnb able property.
Mhm.
So mandatory HOA is gonna be no. I don't want to deal with any HOA, so it's really low me down to only 37. And I know that based on the experience, of course, I need to double check, but you can normally get like maybe $300-400 per night on a Saturday, on a Sunday around Kima, around Galveston. So there's a quick 1% rule when it comes to a short-term rental. If you're gonna buy a house for $300,000 on a Saturday, on a Friday, you need to be able to lease it out for $300 or $400 in order for everything to make sense, right? So my price, I'm just gonna do lower than, let's say lower than 390 minus. And I left with 12. So these are the 12 property I'm gonna look at, right? That is maybe Airbnb able. So I'll
Mhm.
take a look at a few of them. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Oh, listing. There you go. Yeah, to see any of them have the Airbnb vibe. This one might be look clean, right?
Mhm.
So clean. I don't have to do a lot of stuff into it. For sure, it has no HOA. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is the perfect space to put in the hot tub, right? Okay, good. Yeah, so I look at my data set, make sure I don't just put up file like a bunch of junk, if you mean. So this one is decent, right? It's not bad. It's not bad. Ooh, this one is kind of nice.
Mhm.
Oh, I love this. Anything you can find something unique like this, it's very, it's very good for Airbnb, because Airbnb, you are selling experience, right? You don't sell the house. So if you look for something unique, the guests, they want to come in, they want to experience in unique house. Yeah, so this might be a very good, right? Wow, it's almost a year and they couldn't move it, right? Maybe we should go in and lowball it. So anyway, so this is a really good search. I'm gonna go ahead and save it. And the way I do it, I go back to here, and then I go to save, right? You can create a save search for yourself, or you can click on a new auto email. So I'm gonna do new auto email. So Remington is gonna be my client.
Mhm.
All right, so I'm gonna put on Remington, Ryan, and then I'm gonna go find my client email. Put it in here. And this is on HAR, right? You can do the same thing on KV Core, but all the criteria on HAR, it's just a little bit better for investor, because you can really filter out how with HOA, no HOA and stuff. KV Core is it's a little bit steered toward the consumer. So for like hardcore investor, I still use HAR, just my personal preference. So hello Remington, save, and then you customize the message a little bit. Don't keep it too. This is the welcome email. Yeah, the welcome email. So make sure you customize it a little bit. And then on the recurring email, I always say something like, hi, Remington. These are the home that fit our buy box. Airbnb short STR or an STR around Seabrook. Put some detail in there so you remember. Under 490K with no HOA. Please review them and let me know if anything catch your eyes. Right. So I'm gonna do this, make sure my signature is right. And then you can do ASAP, right? But ASAP, you might spam them. So I like to do daily. Some people, they like to do ASAP. I do daily. I do a subject. Yeah, subject, make sure you put it in. STR, no choice, right? Make sure, because you're gonna have a lot of it. So make sure you're very clear on your subject. Otherwise, it's gonna get too confusing for you. For all my VIP client, I BBC myself, so I see what I look at. If you have too many people, you can uncheck this, and then they can just go see it, and then they can ping you whenever. So for all my VIP client, I put BCC, and then I save it, and that's it. That's how you create a buy box.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you see, I have multiple buy box. If you click on my auto email, I have multiple buy box, right? Some is for me, some is for my investor, and then we just keep it rolling.
Okay.
Yeah, and that is how you create a buy box in MLS Matrix.
Great.
Yep. So now you ready?
Diving right in. Yes, sir.
Hey, that's the best way to do it, man.
Yeah, I'll be doing that today. Thank you.
Yeah, I think this is a really good recording. Later on, if you attract any agent and they ask you how to run commerce, yeah, wait a minute, I got a great video for you, right? So you can leverage this video and set up you or me, keep speaking over and over.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. Cool bean, guys. Anything else? Anything exciting this week? Share with me some wins.
I think I have a closing this week, so hopefully I'm waiting for